Now 6 to 8. Now 6 to 8, tell me first or the second priority. And definitely first priority, question number 6 to 8. Directions. Now E is 8 meters to the north of C. C is here. Now E is here. E is 8 meters to the north of C. And E is 6 meters to the west of F. Now the distance between E and F is how much? 6 meters. And B is 3 meters to the south of F. Now this is B. The distance is how much? 3 meters. And B is 3 meters. G is 4 meters to the west of B. Now G, which is 4 meters to the west of B, G is 4. And next one, G is 7 meters to the south of D. Now G is 7 meters to the south of D. Out of this 6, this is 4. And this is 2 meters. And G is 7 meters, means this is 3, and this would be 4. And A is 5 meters to the west of D. From here, A is 5 meters, this is 2 plus 3, 5. Now A is 5 meters. Then next one, what is the distance between F and C? Now the distance between F and C, now the total distance is so much 8 vertical. And here 2 plus 4 is so much 6. 8 square plus 6 square is so much 10. That is choice for question number 6. Then B is in which direction with respect to E? In order to reach to B from here, this is south and east to southeast. Southeast choice 3. Then eighth one, H is 3 meters to the north of G. H is 3 meters to the north of G, hence H must be at this place. Then distance between H and E. Now what is the distance between H and E? 2 meters. Now 2, that is choice to question number 8. Now sir, question number 4 and question number 5 to 8. How many questions were there? 4 questions. Now these 4 questions, 1 to 4 is also 4 questions. Then now while working 1 to 4, you can easily solve these 4 questions or not. అందుకే 1 to 4 మనం సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ కింద పెట్టుకున్నాం. అదే స్టార్ట్ చేసుకుంటే ఈ క్వశ్చన్స్ మళ్ళీ లేట్ అయిపోతాయి మీకు. Then coming to question number 9 onwards. 9 to 12. 9 to 12 first or the second priority. And 7 employees were there and different designations. More designations were given and chairman, president and so on, clerk. Now 7 persons, 7 designations. That means a hierarchies. Now hierarchies first or the second priority? First priority. Hierarchy always under the first priority. Only 7 persons were there. Starting from whom? Starting from chairman. Now starting from chairman. And next one, who is the next one we have? And chairman, president, chairman, president. Next one, GM, chairman, president, GM, assistant manager. And next one, branch manager. Next to branch manager, PO and a clerk. Now PO and a clerk. How many persons are there? 7 persons. Now 7 persons. Now 7 persons were there. These designations are in the decreasing order. Then the senior most and clerk is the junior. Now see up to here. Now this entire part is the descriptive part. And the information starts with only 2 lines. And that is the reason we bring this one under the first priority. R is senior to GM. How many possibilities we have for this R? 2 possibilities. R can be the president or R can be the chairman. Clear? The next one, R is senior. V is senior to S but junior to T. V is senior to S but junior to T. And S is senior to U and S is senior to U as well. 3 in between R and U. In between R and U, how many people? 3 people, 3 people. Now if U is here, now T, V, S and U. Now T, V, S, U, what is order here? T, V, S and U. Now T, V, S and U is here. Next one. Q is junior to P. Now Q is junior to whom? Junior to P. P who is AM. Now P is assistant manager. Now P is assistant manager. Now as P is here, the remaining persons before this U, how many persons? We need to have 3. Now who are those 3? T, V and S. Now Q is here. Now here in this one, before this U, you need to have TVS, which is not possible. And this is the final arrangement for question numbers 9 to 12. The next one, 13 onwards. First or the second priority? Now 13 onwards, first or the second? 13th one, only one question. Okay, question. Now, which of the following will come in place of the question mark? C and F plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, I plus 3 is O. O and O is here. Second letter, E and H plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 and plus 3 Q. And O and Q, that is choice to question number 13. Then next one 14 onwards. Now in this 14 onwards and 14 to how many? 3 questions. Now 14 to 16, 3 questions in these syllogisms. First are the second priority. And definitely first priority some pens or papers. Now these are the pens that are paper, pen and a paper. Some pens are papers and all these papers are what? Books. And only a few books are tables. Some books are tables but not all. This entire book cannot be a part of table. And some tables are pens, true or false. Table is here, pen is here, that is false. Some tables are not pens, that is definitely true. To make this one false, all tables are pens. Can I write table like this or not? As alternate diagram true, previous conclusion false. At the same time, some tables are pens has become true now. Then what is your answer? When the first one is true, second is false, second is true. First is false, either 1 or 2, choice 3. Then 15th one. Now 15, only a few trees are green. Only some of the trees are green but not all. Now these are the trees that are green. All trees cannot be a part of green. And only a few green is yellow. Some green is yellow but not all. This entire green cannot be a part of yellow. And all yellow is color. Now this entire yellow is a part of color. And some trees are not green, that is definitely true. Then some colors are not yellow, that is also true. Now both the conclusions are true. Then to make this one, we need to prove all trees are green. All trees are green. Is it possible to draw all trees are green or not? All trees are green. Draw cheyakudam. No, why is no? Because only some trees is green but not all. Clear? Hence alternate diagram cannot be drawn. This will be true forever. The next one, some colors are not yellow. And to make this one, all colors are yellow. Can I write color and yellow? Together color and yellow. All colors are yellow చెప్పొచ్చు. ఎలా చెప్తాం? Color equals to yellow రాసుకోవచ్చు కదా. Clear? Hence what happens here? Alternate diagram true, previous conclusion false. Then what is your answer? Only one. Only one choice for question number 15. The next one, 16th one. All alphabets are digits. All these alphabets is a part of what digit? All alphabets are digits. Only a few digits are codes but not all. Some digits are codes but not all. And some codes are not symbols. Code and a symbol, there is no intersection between these two. Some symbols are not code, that is definitely true. Some symbols are not code. Some alphabets are not codes, that is also true. Then, now to make this one false, all symbols are codes. All symbols are codes means can I write symbol like this or not? Why is no? Because some codes are not symbols. If you write symbol like this, what are all these? What are all these? Codes that are not symbol. Some codes are not symbol, valid or invalid. Hence it is possible to write like this or not? Yes. Statement valid. And alternate diagram true, previous conclusion will be false. Then some alphabets are not code. To make this one false, all alphabets are code. Can I write alphabet and code like this or not? Alternate diagram true, previous conclusion false. Then what is your answer? Neither one nor two, choice for 16. Then 17 onwards. Now in this 17, 6 people bought an article with different amounts. Now comparison. Now 6 persons comparison. Then first are the second priority. Now first priority question number 17 onwards. Then first one. G spent more than whom K, but not to L. And K does not spend the minimum amount. K cannot be at the last place. K cannot be at this place. And J spent lesser amount than L. J is lesser than L, but not to I. J is more than I. G spent more than only 2 people. Hence G must be at this place. G spent more than only 2 and K must be here. If K is here, then H is spent more than J. Now H is more than J, H will be earlier to J. H is more than J, then what is your answer here? K cannot be here, hence I must be here. If I is here, now between L and J, any information regarding these two? No, hence in the first 2 places, what are those two? L and H and L and H and J must be here. L, G and K, L, J and I. H is before this J. Then which are the, who among the following? Second highest. Second highest, either L or H, choice fine. and which is true. K spent more than J, that is false. K spent more than only one person, definitely true, choice to 18. 18th one, it is choice 2. Then 19, and how many people spent more than J? There are only 2 people, that is choice for question number 19. Then next one, 20 onwards. 20 to 23, mark question numbers 20 to 23. Now 8 people were there seated around a linear row. In a linear row, and all of them are facing south. 8 persons, and they are seated in a row facing towards one direction, that is south. And only 2 between S and V. V sits second from one of the extreme. V can be here, and what is the next possibility? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now V can be here. Now how many persons in between S and V? 2 people. Now SC is here. Now here again SC is. Now 2 people between S and V sits second from one of the extreme ends. R sits third to the right of Q. R is third to the right of Q, and Q who is not an immediate neighbor of V. Q is not an immediate neighbor of V. Q cannot be here, cannot be here. Clear? And Q cannot be at any one of these places. Q must be here. If Q is here, 1, 2, R must be here. Now Q cannot be in these 2 places. Then, and Q cannot be in these 2 places. And we have more possibilities in this one. And only 1 person between W and P. W and P, there must be exactly 1 person. And T sits third to the right of P. Now T is seated third to the right of P. Then now W is here and P is here, and 1, 2, 3 T will be here. And T sits third to the right of P. Then what is the information left? T sits third. P is not an immediate neighbor of R. P is not an immediate neighbor of R. U sits to the immediate right of R. U is now facing south. And W, VP and QS, TR. మనం ఇటు పక్క తీసుకున్నాం, మనం నార్త్ తీసుకున్నాం. ఆన్సర్లు చెక్ చేయి, సరిపోనాయా లేదా చెప్పు, చెక్ చేయం ఒకసారి. దెన్ హూ అమంగ్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ పీపుల్ సిట్స్ థర్డ్ టు ది లెఫ్ట్ ఆఫ్ క్యూ. మా థర్డ్ టు ది లెఫ్ట్ ఆఫ్ క్యూ అంటే క్యూకి లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్. మా క్యూకి లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ ఎవరు ఉన్నారు? W. చాయిస్ 2, క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 20. మా ఇక్కడ ఏమి ఇచ్చారు? చాయిస్ 2. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? 21. నా 21 యాజ్ మెనీ బిట్వీన్ R and S. ఆర్కి ఎస్కి మధ్య ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు? 1. అండ్ సేమ్ యాజ్ U and S, no. And T and W, no. U and Q, no. Q and V, yes, 1 person, choice 4. Then question number 22, odd one out. R and S, 1 person. Q and V, 1 person. P and W, 1 person. T and Q, 1 person. P and R, 3 person. Except choice 5. In the remaining, there is exactly 1 person. Then 23. Which of the following is true? V sits right side of Q. V is to the right of Q. True or false? V is to the left of Q. Q is to left of Q. Then S and Q are immediate neighbors. That is true. Then what is your answer? Choice 2. Is there any change in the question? My key is an error on the line. All the 4 are the same way or not? And if at all south is given, then you can work out towards not. 81 change done? No. Now from the last 2 days we are focusing on only on that one. And the type of question make regular astronomy. South east. Then next one 24 onwards. Now 24 onwards 24 to 26. First or the second and first priority. Then first and the third digits of each of the numbers are interchanged. Then what will the sum of the digits of the third lowest number? My third lowest number anan. First lowest time 1 avutundi, and second lowest time 4 ayindi. Third lowest time 6 ayindi. Then sum of the, and what will the sum of the digits of the third lowest? 3 plus 4, 7 plus 6, 13. 13 choice 3. Ma follow ayyara ledha? Ma idi ela తీసుకున్నాం? Because first and the third are interchanged. Which digit is coming to the first place? Third digit. Among the third digit, we need to identify which is the lowest. This is first lowest, 4 is the second lowest, 6 is the third lowest. Then 25. And what will the resultant of the second digit of the lowest number? Lowest number, second digit. What is the lowest number? We have 274. And second digit is what? 7. A is multiplied with. And second digit of the lowest and the highest numbers. Now highest numbers 937. Second digit is 3. 7 into 3. 21 choice for 25. The next one 26. All the numbers are arranged in descending order from left to right. Left to right in the descending order, this is 1. Now this would be 2. Now this is 3, 4 and 5. Then which of the following be second from the right? And second from the right hand side is nothing but, fourth element. Now fourth 346, choice for 26. Then 27. Now MNOP QRS, MNOP RST. How many people are there? And 7 people. And Monday to Sunday. Starting with Monday and ending on Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Now 7 people on these 7 different dates. Then only 2 people between R and N. How many in between R and N? Exactly 2 in between R and N. Now in between R and N, how many? There are exactly 2 people. And N who attends the exam before Wednesday. N is before Wednesday, can be on Tuesday or can be on Monday. How many possibilities we have? 2. Now 2 in between N and R is here and R is here. Then only 3 in between M and T. Now in between M and T, how many? There must be exactly 3. Now 2 in between T and O. M and T 3 and T and O 2. O immediately after R. O is immediately after R. O is immediately after R. Now O and T there are 2 T is here. And O and T there are 2 T is here. T is here. M and T there are 3 M is here. M and T there are 3 M is here. Am I saripenda? M and T. Then more than 2 people between P and S. Now in between P and S, how many? More than 2 people. More than 2 people, if P is here, S will be here, or if P is here, S will be here. Is it possible more than 2? No. And this case is ruled out. Hence if P is here, S will be here, or P is here, S will be here. Then S attends before P. S is before P clearly given. Hence S must be on Wednesday and P is on Sunday. Now this is from question numbers 27 to 30. Now 31 to 33, coding and decoding. First or the second? Definitely first priority. Question numbers 31 to 33. Now in this 31, the code given to the word queen fish. Now queen fish is here. Now fish is here. Fish and water. Then and fish. Now fish is common in 1, 3 and 4. Clear? 1, 3 and 4. What else is common between 1, 3 and 4? VR is common. And the code for fish is what? VR. And VR is fish, then queen. Now queen is common between first and the third. Now first and the third queen, off and water. Then what else is common here? XR. And the code for queen is XR. Then queen is XR. And next one, my fish is VR. Now fish, it is VR. And VR XR, choice 1, question number 31. And 32, and what is the code to the word has? Now has is here. Has is here, the queen land. And queen is common here, and XR is common. And next one, and the and land. Land is common between these two. And what is common here? And BR is common. Land is BR. And if land is BR, then what else is there? Manike has called. The is the word that is left over. Hence WR, KR, choice 3. Then 33. Now in this 33, and what is the code? BR, LR, SR stands. BR stands for what? Land. And LR stands for LR and SR. My LR and SR, where is LR? LR is here, LR is here. LR is common between these two, isn't it? And VR is also common. And VR fish is already done. Apart from this VR, what else is common between these two? FR, BR. Inkem common cheppanడి? LR. Now what as per BR, LR, SR. Ma BR manaki deni code cheppanడి? Land code kada. BR is land. BR is land, this is ruled out. And next one, BR is land. Inka LR undi, SR undi. Ma LR ekkadekada common undi? 2 and 4. ఈ రెండిట్లో ఫిష్ కన్నా ఇంకేం కామన్ ఉంది? లైఫ్ కామన్. హెన్స్ LR is the code for life. LR is life. Then we are left with SR. And land, life undali. Land undali, life undali. And it can life లేదు. A land and life. Then what else is left over here? Then we need to have SR. My SR ఎక్కడ ఉంది మనకి? Only in the second. ఇంకెక్కడా లేదు. Water is fish life ఉంది. Now fish కామన్ ఉంది and life కామన్ ఉంది and next one water కూడా కామన్ ఉంది. Water కామన్. If 3 words కామన్ ఉండిపోయింది మిగిలిపోయింది అంటే is. The code for that one is. Life is land. Life is land, choice 533. Then 34 onwards. First or the second. Now 7 people and living in a building. 7 different floors. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. 7 persons are staying on 7 different floors of a building. 7 persons staying on 7 different floors of a building. Then coming to condition number 1. My first one చెప్పండి ఇందులో. Now R lives on an even number floor and 3 between R and R lives on an even number floor. R can be 6, 4 or 2. Then there are 3 different possibilities. Now 3 in between R and V. Now here in this case 3 in between R and V is not possible. అవునా కదా? And now this case is ruled out. Then and only 2 people between S and Q. S and Q there are only 2 people. Q lives on an odd number floor. Now Q is on an odd number floor. Q odd number floor. The next one, Q odd number floor. Q can be on the 7th floor and 5th floor. And 5th floor, can Q be on the 5th floor here? No. Because 2 persons between Q and S is not possible. Then Q can be on the 3rd floor? No. Because if Q is sir, R and S must be in the same place. And Q can be 7th floor or on the 1st floor. And similarly here, where can we have this Q? Now Q can be on the 7th floor. And Q can be on the 7th floor. There is a possibility 1, 2, S will be here. And Q cannot be on this floor. Clear? And again, can we have Q on the 3rd floor? 3rd floor is also not possible. Now here again, Q can be either on the 1st floor or on the 7th floor. And T lives above the floor of S. Now T is above this S. Now where is this T? T is above this S. As T is above this S, now T is above this S. And more than 2 people between P and U. And between P and U, how many? More than 2. That is greater than or equals to 3. U lives in between R and S. U is in between R and S. This is information. Now according to this one, let us start with a possibility. Now in this case, where can we have this Q? And Q, can we have Q at this place or not? Now if you have Q here, now between S and Q, how many are there? There must be exactly 2 and 1, 2, S will be here. Now if S is here, now between, and U lives between R and S. U is in between R and S, U must be here. Now U is between R and S, more than 2 people between P and U. More than 2 people means P must be here. Now if P is here, what else is left over? Now T is before this S. Is it possible? Not possible. Hence, Q at this place is not possible. If Q is not here, then where should this Q? Q is here. Now if Q is here, there are 2 persons between Q and S, S will be here. Now if S is here, then U lives in between R and S. Now U is in between R and S, U will be here. Now if U is here between U and P, how many? More than, greater than or equals to 3. P can be either here or here. Is it possible? No, and this case is completely ruled out. Now follow here. Then finally we are left with what? Now Q. Now can we have Q at this place or not Q? Now Q is here between Q and S, how many? There are exactly 2. And Q and S, R lives in between, R is in between, and U lives between R and S. Now U is in between R and S. If U is here, P and U more than, hence P must be here. P is here, who is the person left over? T is the person left. T is before this S. Now this is from 34 to 38, 34 to 37. Then 38 to 40, family tree, first or the second priority, and definitely under the first priority, blood relations. Now, there are 3 generations consist of how many persons? Only 7 persons were there. Now 7 persons in a family. 7 persons in a family and 2 married couples were there. Must start, Now, M is the spouse of N. M is the spouse of N, M and N are married to each other. And O is the sister-in-law of N. O is the sister-in-law of N. And the first possibility you are taking O is the sister of N. The next one, N who has only 2 children. N is having how many children? 2 children. And R is the grandson of T. R is the grandson of T. R will be somewhere here and T in the first generation. Maybe M is the child or N can be the child of this one. And R is the grandson of T. T who is the father of O. Now T is the father of O means T is the father of O. Now T is the father of O. P is the niece of O. And P is the niece of O. P will be here. R and P are siblings to each other. And S is the mother of him. As S is the mother of him, S and T are married to each other. S is a female. S is the mother. Then how is N related to S? Tell me how is N related to S? Now the gender of N is not. Am I N ichade? Now M is the spouse of N. Then O is the sister-in-law of N. N has only 2 children. R is the grandson of T. T is the father of O. P is the niece of O. R and P are siblings. S is the mother of M. M and N, we cannot determine the genders of these. How is N related to S? N related to S, that is N can be either son-in-law or daughter-in-law. Either 1 or 2. 1 or 2, choice 5, question number 38. Then how is T related to N? T related to N, N's spouse's father. Spouse's father, father-in-law, choice 3. Then 40th. And how many male members are there in the family? Now the genders of these 2 persons is not known. Can you identify this one? Yes. How can you identify? Now here among these two, between these 2 people, only 1 male should be there because they are spouses to each other. 1 male, here 1 male, 1 male. How many are there? 3, that is choice 2, question number 40. Then now we have left with the first set. What is the first one we have? Then certain number of persons seated around a circular table. Now check out how much time is left over. Then and sufficient 3 or more than 3 minutes are left over, and try to work out this one, or else comfortably you can end this session with 36 questions. Then 36 varaku. Then certain number of persons are seated around a circular table, and circular table facing towards the center. Then V is to the immediate right of R. R ikkada, V ikkada. V is to the immediate right of R. And 4 people between S and R. Now 4 in between S and R. And left hand side or right hand side? Now 2 possibilities. 1, 2, 3, 4. S is your first possibility. And 4 in between S and R. Then what is the other case we have? Now 4 in between S and R. Now here again. Now V is, R is here. And V is to the immediate right of R. And V is to the immediate right of V is here. And there are 4 in between. 4 in between R and S. S and R 1, 2, 3, 4. Then S will be here. Now in the first case we have taken S is to the left of R. Second case right of R. Then next one. And G sits out to the left of R. Now G is out to the left of R. 1, 2, 3. G is out to the left of R. Now here again G is out to the left of R. G is. As many between R and T, between T and M. R and T, T and M. That is T must be exactly between R and M. T is exactly between R and M. And only 2 people between G and T. Now between G and T, how many people? There are exactly 2 people. Now between G and T, there are exactly 2 people. T is here. And only 2 people between R and M. Now 2 in between R and M. R and M, there are exactly 2. M is here. R and M, there are exactly 2. M is at this place. And as many between T and G from the right of T. T and G from the right of whom? Right of T. Same as M and C from the left of C. T and G right of T from the right hand side of T. How many are there? 2 people. And between M and C from the left of C. Left of C, how many people? 2 people. Now C will be here. Number of persons between T and G, there are 2 people to the right of T. Same as M and C to the left of C. M and C to the left of C. C must be here. Then C is here. Then left of C. C who does not immediate to S. In the second case, C and S are adjacent. Now this is the final arrangement. Then now between T and C, how many people are there? My Nichana? R and T. Now V is to the immediate right, and only 4 in between S and R, and G sits out to the left of R, and as many between R and T. R and T, how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And between R and T, Same as T and M. T and M 5 people, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. మా ఇక్కడ ఉంది కదా R into T and M. Now this is about set number 1. Clear? మరి చెప్పండి ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఇందులో? Now any questions left or in this one? Number series. Question number please. My number series. My number series question number చెప్పండి 30. 76. Now 76. Now 8, 5 and 6 అన్నాం. My 8 and 5, how can you express this one? Now this number decreased once. From there onwards it has started increasing. And it must be product or combination. Product is not possible between 8 and 5. Hence it must be combination. Now this 5 is more nearer to into 0.5 rather than into 1 minus something. అవునా కదా? కనుక ఏం చేయాలి చెప్పండి? Now we need to start with 8. Now 8 into 0.5 how much? 4. 4 plus 1 is how much? 5. 5 into 1 plus 1, 6. Now 6 into 1.5, 9 plus 1, 10. Now 10 into 2 plus 1, 21. 21 into 2.5 plus 1. 2.5 అంటే ఎంత రావాలి చెప్పండి? 21 into 210, 105. 105 divided by 2, how much? 52.5. Plus 1, 53.5 choice. Done with this? 76. Then 77. 77 చెప్పండి ఏం చేయాలి? Now in this 77, now digits. Now if you go for the digits here 2, my next difference ఎంత చెప్పండి? 18. అవునా కదా? 21 and 71 difference is so much? 50. Now 2, 18 and 50. Then how can you express this one? 2, 18, 50. Make it ఎలా రాసుకోవాలి? Now 50, 71. Now this is 8, 16 minus 1 is 9. మా ఎలానే రాసే ఛాన్స్ ఉందా ఇది? Not 2, 18, 50. Not 2 and 18. Or else, can I express this one in powers law? ఏదైనా చేయొచ్చమ్మా? The numbers are 2, 18 and so on. మా 2 and 18 difference ఎంత? 16 కదా? 18 and 50 difference ఎంత? 32 కదా? And next one 50 and 98 difference is how much? 48. Now 16, 32, 48. Next one is 64. Now 98 plus 64, 162. Now 169 plus 162. How much is this one? And 331. Now 331 choice. Differences are multiples of 16. 77. మా 78 చెప్పండి. మా 78 ఎలా చేయాలి? మా 78 ఫస్ట్ డెసిమల్స్ ఉన్నాయి. Then you need to multiply the numbers with 10. 98, 106 and 74 and 138. Number increasing and decreasing. 106 and 74. What is the difference we have? Ma 30, 32. Now 74 and 138, how much? 64. 64, 32, 16, 8. Plus minus. 98 minus 8, 90. 90 plus 16, 106. And 106, then 106 divided by 90. 90 is the missing number. 90 divided by 10, 9 is the answer choice. 78. Now 79. Numbers in the decreasing order. Hence you need to start in the reverse order. Ma 204 చేస్తారు ఇక్కడ? 204. How many times it goes? 204 into how much? Into 3. Into 3 minus 3. Now here 69. 69 into 3. 70 into 3, 210. 207 minus 3. 24 into 3, 72 minus 3. Now here something into 3 minus 3. And ఎంత రావాలి ఇక్కడ? And 9. 9 into 3 minus 3 choice. Into 3 minus 3 into 3 minus 3 in the reverse order. Then question number 18. Now 18 numbers in the decreasing order minus 2. And here 89 and 98 difference is so much? My difference ఎంత ఇక్కడ? 9. Next one 89 and 61 difference 28. What are these numbers? 2, 9, 28. 2 can be written as 1 cube plus 1, 2 cube plus 1, 3 cube plus 1, 4 cube plus 1, 4 cube plus 1, 65. Now 65 must be added or subtracted? Subtracted. Then what is the answer here? 396 choice. Then, now this is about clerk prelim paper number 7. Now in your examination also you will have the same difficulty level. Clear? My e paper ఎలా అవుతుందో అలానే ఉంటుంది ఎగ్జామ్ మీకు కూడా. Clerk prelim. The next one is PO prelim. Now 7, paper number 7. Now here there are only 6 people. How many are there? 6 people, and born in 3 different months, Jan, April and July, and 11th and 20th, and they like different colors as well. Now parameter is added. Now when parameter is added, ఏం చేయాలి? ఫస్ట్ ఆర్ ద సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ? సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ. క్లియర్? మీరు స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది? దీంతో స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ లాట్స్ ఆఫ్ టైం. నౌ ఇఫ్ యూ టేక్ ద కేస్ ఆఫ్ మిస్టర్ బాబు, నువ్వే నాగేశ్వర్. Now yesterday till yesterday this person used to score 50 plus in PO. మా వచ్చేవా 50 plus. ఈరోజు సడన్గా 30 ప్లస్కి పడిపోయాడు. అండ్ పర్టికులర్లీ ఇన్ 30 ప్లస్. వాట్ కుడ్ ద రీజన్ బిహైండ్ దట్? మా ఆయన ఏం చేశాడు ఎగ్జామ్లో? దీంతో మొదలు పెట్టేశాడు. మనం దేని కింద మాట్లాడుకున్నాం? సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ. సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీలో స్టార్ట్ చేయవలసింది పారామీటర్ చాలా క్లియర్గా ఇచ్చాడు. పారామీటర్ ఉంటే మనం ఏం చేస్తాం? సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ పెడతాం. కానీ నువ్వేం చేసావు? ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ పెట్టావు. ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ చేస్తే ఏమైంది? నిన్నటికి ఈ రోజుకి తగ్గలేదా మార్కులు? టైం తెగ తినేస్తుంది. ఎన్ని మార్కులు వచ్చాయి? 32. నిన్నటి వరకు ఎంత వచ్చాయి? 50 ప్లస్. అరౌండ్ 20 మార్క్స్ తేడా వచ్చింది. 2 మార్కులు తేడా వస్తే ఎగ్జామ్ అవుట్ మీద. అటువంటి 20 మార్క్స్ తేడా వచ్చింది. ఇదంతా దేనికి వచ్చింది? నాట్ ఫాలోయింగ్ ద ప్రయారిటీ. అందుకే రోజు క్లాస్లో మనం ప్రయారిటీ మాట్లాడుతుంటాం. లక్కీగా అయినా వేరే ట్రై చేశాడు కాబట్టి ఈరోజు మాట్లాడడానికి ఉంది. దేర్ ఇస్ ఎన్ ఎక్సెప్షనల్ కేస్ హియర్. క్లియర్? యూ నీడ్ టు ఫాలో దోస్ ప్రయారిటీస్ ఫాలో అవ్వకుండా మీరు ఎంటర్ అయ్యారు, అవుట్ మీ పని. అందుకే ఇప్పుడు మనం ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసినప్పుడే ప్రయారిటీస్తో మీరు అలవాటు చేసుకోవాలి. క్లియర్? స్లోలీ ఇట్ విల్ గెట్ and you will be trained in that one, or else you cannot habituate that one. My exam time మీకు గుర్తే రాదు. మీకు ప్రయారిటీకం టైం కంగారు ఇలా అంటారు. క్లియర్? అమ్మవారు ఊగినట్టు ఊగుతుంటారు ఇలాగ. మార్కులు మాత్రం పడవు, ఊగడమే ఉంటుంది. మరి చాలా అలర్ట్ ఉండాలి ఎగ్జామ్లో. దెన్ కమింగ్ బ్యాక్ టు దిస్, ఇది ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ చేద్దామా సెకండా? సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ. గుడ్. దెన్ కమింగ్ బ్యాక్ టు క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 6 ఆన్వర్డ్స్. నా ఇన్ ది 6th one ఇక్కడే ఉంది. And 9 persons, and they are sitting in a straight line facing towards south. అన్న పారామీటర్ ఇచ్చారా? ఇవ్వకపోతే ఏం చేయాలి? ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ. ఫైన్. నా ఇది ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీలో ట్రై చేద్దాం. నా 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Then here n sits to the left of p but not immediate. N is to the left of p. Clear? N is to the left of p but not immediate to each other. And m sits second to the right of k. M is seated second to the right of k అంటే ఇలా తీసుకుంటాం. And not more than 2 people between n and r. Now in between n and r how many? Lesser than or equals to 2 people. Not more than 2. 2 కన్నా ఎక్కువైతే ఉండకూడదు. అంటే 2 ఉండొచ్చు, 2 కన్నా తక్కువ ఉండొచ్చు. Not more than 2 people. P is not an immediate neighbor of k. Now P and K are not adjacent to each other. And both K and M sit to the right of P. Not to the right hand side of P. Who are those 2 people? K and M. Both K and M to the right of P. O sits to the immediate left of J. Now O is to the immediate left of J, O and J. L is a neighbor of N. Now L and N are adjacent to each other in any order. Then P sits exact in the middle of the line. Now P is exact in the middle of the line. ఇక్కడ మనకి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ దొరికింది. Now where is P? P must be exact at the middle of the line. Now P is at the middle of the line. Now we need to have L and N. మనం నెక్స్ట్ ఏం చేద్దాం? L is an immediate neighbor of N అన్నాం. L is an immediate neighbor of M. Then L is an immediate neighbor of N. L and N are together and O and Z are also together. And between L and N, K and M, and N is to the left of P. N is to the left of P, isn't it? Then tell me what is the order we have. N is to the left hand side of P but not immediate left. But not immediate left కాబట్టి starting N can be here. This is one such possibility. Then what is the other possibility we have? If N is here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Now P is here, N can be here as well. Or N can be at the right extreme. Clear? How many possibilities? 3 possibilities. Now if N is here, N is to the left hand side of P తీసుకున్నాం. Then L and N are adjacent to each other. As L and N are adjacent to each other, now in this case L and N are adjacent to each other. మనం ఎక్కడ తీసుకుందాం? Now in both the cases let us take the same priority L and N. That తీసుకోవచ్చారు కదా. Both the cases we have taken right. If it is ruler, then we can take it as towards left. Then if L is here, L and N, O and G are adjacent. K and M, we need to have alternate persons. And P and K are not adjacent to each other, isn't it? P and K are not adjacent to each other. K is here, then M will be here. K and M. అవుతుందా లేదా? K and M. Now if K and M were like this, then N and R. Now between N and R, how many people are there? Lesser than or equals to 2. Lesser than or equals to 2, hence you can have R at any one of these two places. N and R lesser than or equals to 2. And P is to the left of both K and M serpent. And P and K are not adjacent. N and R lesser than or equals to 2 people. Now M is to the second to the right of K. And N is to the left of P but not. L and N are adjacent. O and J are adjacent to each other. Is it possible O and J? No. O and J are adjacent to each other, which is not possible in this case. Then if it is not possible here, then what is the other case we have? Then P, L, N. Then if P, L, and N were like this, then we need to have, P, L, N. P ki right hand side evaru undali? R right unda ikkada? Come on. N and R how many? Lesser than or equals to 5. Now lesser than or equals to 2, hence we can have either 2 or lesser than. Now if you have 2, then R will be here. R ne ikkada pettukovacha leda R. Now if R is at this place, then you put N and R lesser than or equal, K and M. Then O and J are adjacent to each other. O and J are adjacent to each other. O is to the immediate left hand side of J, O and J. Then who is the person left over? Q is the person left. Saripenda the arrangement. Then OJ, NL, PR, KQM. 9 persons. Ma induloki inka enter avaledu manu. Now again, what south is the మనం ఏం చేసాం? మళ్ళీ నార్తే చేసుకున్నాం. Are you getting the same answer or not? Definitely get the answer. Now question number 6 to 7. Shall I explain the questions or not required? My questions explain చేయనా? No. Then 11th. Now coming to question number 11. My 11 onwards. ఏమవుతుంది question number 11 onwards? Now 8 bikes were there. 8 buildings. 8 persons. 8 different buildings were there. One of the parameters added. Clear? ఇది చేద్దామా లేదా? నా ఇక్కడ ఇంకా పర్సన్స్ ఎవరిని పెట్టలేదు వాడు. ఓన్లీ బైక్స్ వర్ గివెన్. బైక్స్ వర్ గివెన్ ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీలోకి వస్తుంది. Is any second priority in this one? Sorry, second parameter, no other parameter. Hence, now 8. This is same as 8 persons staying on 8 different floors. Clear? There persons will be given. Now in the place of person, bikes were given. అదొక్కడే తేడా. And definitely under the first priority, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now these are the 8 persons we have. Then coming to condition number 1. 8 persons, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now in this 8 we have coming to condition number 1. Now Suzuki is parked at an odd number but not at the ground floor. Suzuki odd number but not on the ground floor. Can we have Suzuki on the 3rd floor or not? Or can we have Suzuki on the 5th floor or not? Or at the 7th floor? How many possibilities? 3 different possibilities. And Hero Honda is placed at one of the floors above Piaggio. Now Hero Honda is one of above this Piaggio. And below Yamaha. Now Yamaha is here. Yamaha, Hero Honda and Piaggio is parked below Yamaha. And none of the bikes are parked immediate to each other. Hence, among these 3, none of these 2 are immediate. Hence, they must be at least in the alternate places. Then Bajaj is parked immediately above TVS. Now Bajaj is immediately above TVS. Now these 2 were together. Neither Bajaj nor TVS is immediate to Suzuki. Now Bajaj and TVS, none of these 2 are immediate to Suzuki. Clear? None of these 2 are immediate to Suzuki. Then these 2 were not adjacent to Suzuki. Then Hero Honda is parked at one of the floors above Suzuki is parked. And Hero Honda is above Suzuki. As Hero Honda is above Suzuki, then what are the possibilities we have for this Hero Honda? Now Hero Honda is above Suzuki. Can we have Hero Honda here? Yes, possible. If Hero Honda is here, then Yamaha will be here. Is that the possibility? Now can we have Hero Honda is here? Now if Hero Honda is here, then and Yamaha must be before this one, not possible. Clear in this case? Now here that has been done. And Bajaj and TVS. Yamaha, Hero Honda and Piaggio. Neither TVS nor Mahindra is parked at the ground. And ground floor, neither TVS nor Mahindra, now they were at the ground floor. And Royal Enfield is parked on an even number floor, and above Mahindra is parked, and both are parked below 5th floor. Now Royal Enfield is parked on an even number floor, and above what? And above the floor of Mahindra. Both are below 5th floor, and both are below the 5th floor. Then what are the possibilities we have? Now Royal Enfield. Royal Enfield is parked above what? Above Suzuki on an even number floor, and above the floor of Mahindra. Now Mahindra cannot be at the first ground floor, hence Mahindra is here. Sarvena, if Mahindra is here, then Yamaha, Hero and Piaggio must be in the alternate places. Then which must be at the last place? Piaggio. Because if Piaggio is here, then Yamaha and Hero Honda will be together, not possible. Hence Piaggio is here. Then if Piaggio is here, then Bajaj and TVS must be together. As Bajaj and TVS, can we have Bajaj and TVS like this? My rendu place undacha Bajaj and TVS. Now if they were like this, then Yamaha and Hero Honda are in the alternate to each other. Is it possible? Not possible. And this case is ruled out. Hence, can we have Bajaj and TVS in 6 and 5 like this? Ela undacha? Ela untu ippudu Yamaha and Hero Honda are adjacent to each other, not possible. And that case is also ruled out. Then what is the only case left over here? Now this is a Bajaj and TVS, and these two are adjacent, and this is Yamaha, and this must be Hero Honda. Now this is a final arrangement. Now question numbers 11 to 15. Then question numbers 16 onwards. Now 16 onwards, first or the second priority, and definitely under the first priority. How many questions were given? 3 questions. Yes, 3 questions. Now 16 to 18 are the 3 questions we have, and only a few pens are black. Only some of the pens are black, but not all. Now some pens are black, but not all. And some black is white. Black and white, and no white is red. No intersection between white and red. And first one, some pens are not red. Definitely true. And some white is not red. This is also true. Now some pens are not red is true. To make this one false, all pens are red. Is it possible to write red like this or not? Yes. Alternate diagram true, previous conclusion false. Some white is not red. To make this one all white is red. Is it possible to write like this? No. Alternate diagram cannot be drawn. This will be true forever. And only 2 choice to question number 16. Then 17. Each flower is beautiful. Each means all. All flowers are beautiful. All flowers are beautiful. Only a few beautiful are butterflies. Only some beautiful are butterflies, but not all. And some butterflies are caterpillar, butterfly and a caterpillar. Then some flowers are caterpillar, that is false. And no beautiful is flower. No beautiful is caterpillar, and no beautiful is caterpillar, that is definitely true. Then in this, now second one, no beautiful is caterpillar is true. To make this one false, then we need to draw some beautiful are caterpillar. Ma caterpillar and beautiful ela raskovachu ledela. And alternate diagram to previous conclusion false. Then at the sentence, some flowers are beautiful, now also it is false. Then what is your answer? Neither one not true. Neither one not true. Choice for question number 17. Then 18th one. Now in this 18, no bike is car. Now this is bike and this is car. No bike is car, no intersection between these two. And some cars are roads. No bike is car, some cars are roads, and all roads are what? All roads are vehicles. All vehicles are roads is a possibility. All vehicles are roads, is it possible? All vehicles are roads. Ma inta mundu paper lo rasam V equals to R. All vehicles are roads is possible. Clear? And next one. And all bikes are vehicles is a possible. All bikes are vehicles. Now can I write bike like this or not? Yes. Hence both 1 and 2, choice 1, question number 18. Next one, 19 onwards. 19 to 21. Tell me what is given here, 19 to 21. Now it is based on blood relation. Now T is the parent of K. And first or the second priority. And first one. T is the parent of whom? T is the parent of K, can be written like this. T is the parent of K. J is the sister-in-law of R. R and S are siblings to each other. Now which two persons are siblings? R and S are siblings to each other. And J is the sister-in-law of R. M is the grandmother of H. M is the grandmother of whom? H. Then T is the spouse of I. Now T and I are married to each other. T is the spouse of I. W is the niece of R. Now W is the niece of R and W is the niece of R. That is R's siblings, child, daughter is W. And daughter of K. Now W is the daughter of whom? W is the daughter of K. As W is the daughter of K, now W is here and niece of R and K and R are siblings to each other. If R is here, R and S are also siblings to each other. Hence to this T and I. How many people are there? How many children? 3 children. Then R and W. You must help in the W and H. W is the niece of R. Now we have J is the sister-in-law of R. J is the sister-in-law of R and sister-in-law. Can you write like this or not? J is the sister-in-law, K is male. J, T is the parent of K. J is the sister-in-law. R and S are siblings. M is the grandmother of H. And T is the spouse of I. W is the niece of R and daughter of K. S is the wife of G. S and G are married. S is a female, G is a male. And K is the brother of R. And R is unmarried. W and H are not siblings. W and H are not siblings, H must be here. If H is here, M is the grandmother, and one of the grandmother must be in between T and I, the other one must be, M must be here. M is the grandmother. Must have been there. Then how is I related to H? I's gender is not known. Either grandfather or grandmother. Either one or two, choice 5, question number 19. Then 20th. Then how is R related to Z? The gender of R is not known. Maybe brother-in-law or sister-in-law. Cannot be determined, choice 5. And if H is a female, H is a female, how many female members are there in the family? H is a female, now this person is a female, 1, 2, 3, and here 4, 5. Between these two, one person 6. The gender of R is not known. As R is not known, cannot be determined. Cannot be determined, choice for 21. Then 22 to 24, first or the second priority. And first priority, question numbers 22 to 24. Now what is given here, 22 to 24? Then, now Ram decided to go to the market. From where? From office. From this office, A is office. From A, where? From office at point D, he traveled 8 kilometers. From point D. Now how many kilometers? 8 kilometers. From office at Ram decided to go to market from the office. From office which is at point D. What is there at point D? Office is at point D. From here, 8 kilometers. Towards which direction? East. And to reach point H. And from there. And then from H, it traveled 9 kilometers south. 9 kilometers south. And to reach point T. From T, he took left turn and traveled 5 kilometers to reach point K. Clear? From T. Left hand side, 5 kilometers. From K, he traveled 3 kilometers south to reach M. From K, how many kilometers? 3 kilometers. And south to reach point M. Clear? From K, south kilometers to reach M. From M, he took right turn and traveled 7 kilometers. Must 7 and ela undali. Now this is 5 and this is 7 kilometers. From M, he took right turn and traveled 17 kilometers to reach point B. Then from B, he traveled 5 kilometers north to reach C. 5 kilometers north means up to here, this is 3. 3 plus 2, 5 to reach point C. And C is the market. Now what is this C? C is the market. D is the office and C is the market. Then distance between H and C. Now H and C, if you observe here, now this distance you need to find out. Now 2 already done out of this 9. And this must be how much? 7. Now this is how much? 2. 7 and 2. 7 square plus 2 square. And root over 53, choice 1, question number 22. Then 23, direction of B with respect to K. And K, B is in which direction? South and west, southwest. Southwest, choice 2, 23. Then odd one out. Now forward of the following means D and H. D is to the west of H, and B and M, B is to the west of M. H and T, H is to the north of T, and C and M, and C and M. C is to the northwest of M, K and T, and west of this. And except H, C and M. Except C and M, all the remaining are in inline, either horizontal inline or vertical inline. Choice for question number 24. The next one 25 onwards. First are the second priority, and first priority comes under sequence. Now here in this one, and now which are the following is? Which are the following is 10th to the left of 9th from the right hand. 10th left and 9th right. Then sum. What is the answer here? 19. 19th from where? Right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. What is the answer? 4 choice 120. Then next one 26. Now here in this one completing the series. 7, 8. 78 plus 3. 8 and K plus 3. And K and next one 3 there is plus 3 again. And next one at the rate of. Now at the rate of is the first one. These two were ruled out. Then anyhow second element is 4 common. No need to check out the second. Now you need to check out the third. D and 5. Now where is D and 5? D and 5 minus 2. And again 5 and copyright minus 2. And next one beta. Beta next one is 4. And 4 must be the last choice. Must have been no? Not 26. Then next one 27. 4 are the following odd one out. 8, 3, M and K. 8 and 3. 8 and 3 alternate. Then my 8 line unnai 2 unnai 8, 3. Now F, B, R, B anna. Now F and B M plus 2. And next one 9. 9 M plus 2. And beta. What is beta here? Beta we are going backwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is plus 2 and 9 it is minus 5. Avuna plus 2 minus. Then T and U. 2 and U. Ma 2 and U plus 2 అయిపోయింది. And next one U and 5 plus 2 అయిపోయింది. Next one ఇక్కడ నుంచి 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 5 that is 5. And similarly 8, 3 MK కూడా చూడండి 8 and 3 plus 2 and 3 and M plus 2 and next one K 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ఇది కూడా సరిపోయింది కదా. మా స్టార్టింగ్ ఎందుకు చేయలేదంటే దేర్ ఆర్ 2 8s 2 8లు ఉన్నాయి. అందులో ఏది తీసుకోవాలో వీఆర్ నాట్ షూర్. హెన్స్ నౌ వీ హ్యావ్ ఫైనలైజెస్ ఆర్ అండ్ డబ్ల్యూ. మా ఆర్కి డబ్ల్యూకి చెప్పాలి ప్లస్ 2 డబ్ల్యూ అండ్ 1 ప్లస్ 1 అయిపోయింది. దెన్ వాట్ ఇస్ ఆట్ వన్ చాయిస్ 4. 27 it is choice 4. Then 28 onwards 28 to 32 certain number of persons and north అన్నాడు. మా నార్త్ అన్నాడు కాబట్టి ఏం చేయాలి? ఫస్ట్ ఆర్ ద సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ. ఫస్ట్ ఆర్ ద సెకండ్ మేక్ a number. ఈ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్ ఎప్పుడు ఉంటుంది. హౌ మెనీ పీపుల్ ఆర్ దేర్. నౌ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ మోర్ దాన్ 15 క్లియర్ డెఫినెట్లీ అండర్ ద సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ పెట్టుకోండి. మా ఇప్పుడు మోర్ దాన్ 15 కాబట్టి సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ. దెన్ డౌన్ ద లైన్ ఆఫ్టర్ సమ్ 40 to 50 days అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం? అప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ 20 members 20 plus విల్ బి సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ. దెన్ కొంతమంది అడగచ్చు సార్ లాస్ట్ టైం మీరు 20 చెప్పారు కదా, కొద్ది ప్రాక్టీస్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత 20, కొత్త వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి 15 పెట్టుకోండి. ఓకే. దెన్ certain number of persons are there and seated in a straight line facing north and C is at one of the extreme ends of the line. C is at one of the extreme ends of the line means C can be at the left extreme or C can be at the right extreme. And so many possibilities are there? There are 2 possibilities. Now C is at the right extreme, C is at the left extreme. Then next one. And C sits at one of the extreme and only 2 people between C and B. 1, 2, B is. Now here again 2 people between C and B, 1, 2, B is. And as many people sit to the left of T, right of Y. Now T and Y we need to have equal number of persons. And only 1 person between F and H. And between F and H how many? There is exactly 1. And D sits at one of the extreme ends of the line. Now D is at one of the extreme ends of the line, D must be at the right extreme. Now here D must be at the left extreme. Now left and the right extremes were finalized. D is at one of the extreme ends of the line. And J sits 6 to the left of F. Now J is 6 to the left of F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. F is. J is 6 to the left of F. The next one. J is 6 to the left of F. Only 1 person between K and T. Now in between K and T how many? K and T there is exactly 1 person. And such that T sits exactly between D and K. Now T is exactly between D and K. T is in between D and K in any order. Now T is exactly between D and K. And F sits south to the left of B. Now F is south to the left of B. Now this case, is it possible here? No, that case is completely ruled out. Now F is south to the left of B, and F is here 1, 2. If F is here, then J. In between J and F, how many? 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have done with this information. Now F and H, how many? There is exactly one person. And one person between F and H can be either left hand side or right hand side. Now there are the two possibilities. T and Y they have. K and T there is exactly one. And K is exactly. And J sits. D sits at one of the extremes. J sits 6 to the left of F. And J is 6 to the left of F. One person between K and T such that, and F sits out to the left of B, and U sits second to the left of F. Now U is seated second to the left of F, U is. And if U is seated second to the left of F, F and H there is one person, then H must be to the right hand side. Clear? ఇక్కడ మనకి రెండు పాసిబిలిటీస్ వచ్చాయి ఎఫ్ అండ్ యూ, అవునా కదా? బట్ ఇస్ వీ హ్యావెంట్ టేకెన్ దట్ వన్. మళ్ళీ సెపరేట్ డయాగ్రామ్ రాసేయాలా? ఎందుకు? ఆల్రెడీ 60% ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ హెస్ ఆల్రెడీ బీన్ డన్. మళ్ళీ ఇంకో కొత్త పాసిబిలిటీస్ వేయొద్దు, వెయిట్ చేయాలి. అందుకే వెయిట్ చేస్తాం. వెయిట్ చేస్తే ఏమొచ్చింది ఇక్కడ? ఎఫ్ ఈజ్ సౌత్ టు ది లెఫ్ట్ ఆఫ్ బి అని ఎఫ్ని ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయింది. ఎఫ్ ఫిక్స్ అయిపోతే ఏమైపోయింది? యూ కూడా ఫిక్స్ అయింది. యూ షిట్ సెకండ్ టు ది లెఫ్ట్. దట్ మీన్స్ లెఫ్ట్ ఈజ్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్, హెచ్ మస్ట్ బి రైట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్. క్లియర్? ఎఫ్ అండ్ హెచ్ 1% దట్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ డన్. And only 3 people between D and K. మా D కి K కి మధ్య ఎంతమంది ఉండాలి? 3 people. Now 3 people between D and K. Now 3 people between D and K. D and K there are exactly 3 people. Now K is here. If K is here, T is exactly between and D and K. Hence T must be here. Amma saripenda? T is exactly between D. T equals to Y. Number of persons on the left hand side of T, there are 2. And right hand side of Y, there are 2 Y is here. Must saripenda leda? Left hand side of T, right hand side. K and T there is exactly one person, saripenda. Then only 3 in between D and K. As many between F and H. F and H there is 1. K and J there is exactly 1 is. Then మా ఇంత అలర్ట్గా మీరు ఎగ్జామ్లో చేయడం కొద్దిగా కష్టమైన పని. అందుకే సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ పెడతాం. ఇది ఎవ్రీ టైం ముందుకి వెనక్కి లెఫ్ట్ అండ్ రైట్ యూ నీడ్ టు టేక్ పాసిబిలిటీస్. సర్టెన్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పర్సన్ చాలా అలర్ట్తో చేయాలి. అండ్ దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్. మీరు కూడా నన్ను అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే వాళ్ళు వర్కింగ్ అవుట్ ఫ్లోర్ అరేంజ్మెంట్, సర్క్యులర్ టేబుల్ ఆర్ రో అరేంజ్మెంట్, అండ్ ఐ కీప్ ఆన్ లుకింగ్ అట్ ఫ్యూ పీపుల్. కానీ సర్టెన్ నెంబర్ వచ్చినప్పుడు మీ పక్క నేను చూడను. ఎందుకు? ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఎక్కడ మిస్ అయిపోతుందని నాకు టెన్షన్ ఉంటుంది. అంత అలర్ట్తో చేయాలి. నేను మీ పక్క చూసామనుకోండి ఏమవుతుంది? మీరు ఇలా చూస్తారు, నేను అలా చూస్తే నేను బ్లాంక్ అయిపోతుంది. అంతవరకు ఏం చదివినా కూడా గుర్తుండు. మరి రెగ్యులర్గా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. సర్టెన్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ డెఫినెట్గా ఎగ్జామ్లు ఉంటుంది. మా ఎగ్జామ్లు ఉంటుంది, మీకు కొద్దిగా స్కోరింగ్ ఏరియా. ఎందుకు మనం ఎర్లీగా స్టార్ట్ చేసాం. All the remaining students will leave this one under the second priority. వాళ్ళు లాస్ట్కి వదిలేస్తారు. అప్పటికి మనం ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీకి తెచ్చేస్తాం. దీన్ని అక్కడ మీకు అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఉంటుంది. an edge of around some 4 to 5 marks. Now this is about question numbers 29 to 32. Then next one 33 onwards.